Hi, I'm Attorney Iworski. How are you?
Good, how you doing?
Good. So I'm covering for Attorney DeCroce today. So you're scheduled for a sentencing hearing today on the disorderly conduct, and then you were scheduled for a trial on the breach of bail charge, right? Is that what you have as well? Okay. So what we're going to do today is we're just going to go forward with the sentencing hearing. I'm not going to go forward on the breach of bail. You were convicted on the disorderly conduct. I don't see a reason to pile additional charges onto you. So you'll be sentenced on the disorderly conduct, and then we'll be done today. Okay?
So you're dropping the breach of bail?
I am. Yep. Okay. And I spoke with the trooper about it, and he's fine with that.
Good,
Okay.
good. Thank you so much.
All right. Sound good?
Yeah, no problem.
All right.
All set?
Yep.
Pretty dead, Frank.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's no way. I got the law right here, right? So I didn't create danger, obviously, which is why this has been dropped, and I didn't commit a felony. Okay? I'm being persecuted for exercising my First Amendment right.
Welcome back, everyone. Today's courtroom session is absolutely wild. We've got Frank Staples, a self-proclaimed sovereign citizen and First Amendment auditor, attempting to represent himself in a sentencing trial. And let me tell you, it goes about as smoothly as you'd expect. Right out of the gate, tensions are high. Frank's here for disorderly conduct and a breach of bail, and he's already riled up, claiming persecution for exercising his so-called rights. But as the court lays out the facts, harassment at a government official's home, police intervention, past convictions, it's clear this won't be a walk in the park. Stick around, because the drama, contradictions, and explosive reactions are only getting started.
Frank, how come you're getting angry? Didn't you and I just didn't we just have
Because I'm here today for nothing. That's why I'm getting angry.
You're here for a sentencing hearing.
Yeah, I know. And I got found guilty of disorderly conduct for less than what I'm doing right now.
Okay.
For being loud. Because I have a loud voice. So I got found guilty of disorderly conduct for having a disability because I get excited and hyper-aggressive.
You had your day in court.
Oh, and I was found guilty, yeah. I had my day in court, and what was I found guilty of? Why am I not under arrest for disorderly conduct right now?
Sir.
Why am I not under, hey, listen, don't give me no directives, you're just gonna make it worse. Ridiculous.
Hey, Frank.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Frank, was the breach of bail when they arrested you here? Was that one or was it a different one?
Judge is on the way.
Yes.
We'll wrap this up and you'll be on your way.
That was the one, thank you. That was the breach of bail for the New Hampshire 9 arrest. For where someone was arrested for saying amen. And I was arrested for, we don't know yet, making a loud noise, which is all on video, and I didn't make one fucking peep. Not one fucking peep.
Yeah, well, we would know
Frank,
if you had.
you're in a courthouse.
I don't care, it's not illegal to swear, okay?
If you
I don't need,
start disturbing
listen,
other
have me
people-
arrested, do something. Do something.
I don't want to.
Do something, because you can't.
I'm trying to
Don't
work with
give
you.
me directives and tell me what to do or what to say or anything.
And here we go, the first real fireworks. Frank argues he didn't commit a felony, claiming he's being persecuted for exercising his First Amendment rights. But the judge and attorney quickly remind us why he's here. Screaming at a government official's home and harassing a family crosses the line from free speech into criminal behavior. Frank's reaction? Hyperbolic, defensive, and full of what we call courtroom theatrics. He brings up his loud voice and mental health, trying to justify his behavior. But notice how the courtroom maintains control, calmly walking through the facts. This is a classic example of someone confusing entitlement with legal protection, and the drama is only heating up.
I'm trying to, but these people, they all want to take their time. Oh, hey. Oh, just calm down. Let it be cool. No, this is absolute bullshit why I'm here today. And everybody knows it, and that's why you dropped those charges.
I told you why.
So I get it. You're cool. You dropped the charges. I appreciate that. It's nothing personal against you.
Then be
This
cool
is
with me,
business.
like I'm being cool.
I am being as cool as I can be. Okay?
You want to get this done?
Oh, I'm ready. Let's do this thing. I've been here. Let's go.
the priest will enter.
All right, honorable court is now in session.
All right, good morning, everyone. Thank you. Please be seated. All right, and this is State versus Frank Staples, docket number 435, 2021 CR 240, and dockets number 435, 2021 CR 1692. Attorney Jaworski does appear on behalf of the Newfields Police Department. She's filling in this morning for Attorney DeCroce. Mr. Staples does appear. He is self-represented. We are scheduled this morning for a sentencing hearing in the 2021 CR 240 on the Class B disorderly. And then additionally, the matter is scheduled for trial in the breach of bail charge. Are we ready to proceed?
Judge, we're going to go forward on the sentencing order. As I told Mr. Staples, the state police are here. I had an opportunity to speak with them. Although we are ready for trial, I think in the interest of fairness and equity, he's been convicted of the underlying disorderly conduct charge, so we're going to use prosecutorial discretion.
How is it underlying when the breach of bail took place afterwards?
Now watch closely as the courtroom tries to move things along. Frank interrupts, complains about directives, and questions why he isn't under arrest immediately for prior convictions. The court, however, stays methodical, carefully explaining prosecutorial discretion and why only the disorderly conduct charge is being addressed today. This is a great example of judicial patience versus performative outrage. Frank's belligerence contrasts sharply with the court's professionalism, highlighting the tension between individuals who think they know the law and the structured process of the legal system. Notice also how the commentary observes the audience's potential reaction, engaging us directly in the storytelling.
Not cross the breach of bail charge, and we're just going to go forward on the sentencing hearing with the disorderly
Okay,
conduct.
all right, very good. And then I will give you that one. Oh, wrong one. I gave you the other one. This is the breach.
That's somebody different.
All right, thank you. All right, so with that then, if we're ready, we'll proceed with the sentencing and the state's recommendations. Mr. Staples, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hear from the state first, what they're recommending relative to the disorderly conduct, which was a Class B misdemeanor in that matter. And then after I hear from them, I'm certainly going to hear from you as to any recommendations or any position you take as to penalties, okay? So with that, thank you, Attorney Jaworski.
Judge, the state's going to ask for a $1,000 fine, $500 of that to be suspended for 2 years of good behavior. Your Honor heard the facts and circumstances of this case. This is an individual who has racked up similar charges to this recently.
That get dropped and dropped and dropped.
Now we get into the nitty-gritty of Frank's criminal history, and it's extensive. From disorderly conduct to possession of controlled substances, shoplifting, and prior bail jumping, the court carefully outlines his track record. It's a reminder that sentencing isn't just about one incident. Judges consider patterns over time. Frank, of course, he reacts as if every detail is unfair or exaggerated, displaying classic deflection and hyper-focus on perceived slights. But the reality is stark. Repeated offenses, escalating behavior, and attempts to exploit courtroom theatrics don't play in your favor. This section shows how context and precedent influence outcomes, and why the court's patience is remarkable.
He has
Don't
a
interrupt them.
prior conviction for bail jumping in 2013, on February 11th of 2013. It looks like he had 1 to 7 years for a sentence with counseling, mental health treatment. He had a possession of prescription drugs also in 2013 where he was convicted. He had multiple counts. He received a 12 months time served sentence in that particular matter.
When is my sentence over? When is the crime done?
Okay, Mr. Staples, please, I'm gonna hear from you also.
Yeah.
But she gets to recount what she
Fine.
wants,
She
so,
can do whatever she wants.
thank you.
Another possession of controlled drug with a 9-month sentence. Shoplifting conviction in 97.
I was 17! A
Mr.
juvenile!
Mr. Staples,
So she's bringing up my juvenile record?
The state recommends a $1,000 fine, $500 suspended for 2 years with good behavior. Notice how this recommendation balances accountability with fairness. The court isn't trying to destroy Frank, but also cannot ignore his repeated offenses. Frank immediately questions the logic, highlighting a recurring theme. He sees the world through his own lens of entitlement and victimhood. Here, the audience engagement is key. Ask yourself, how would you handle someone so resistant to authority but legally guilty? The tension builds as Frank's defiance meets structured sentencing, giving viewers a front-row seat to a clash of ego versus law.
I mean, come on! What's really going on here?
Staples, do I need to take a break? Let's just get through,
Let's get through it then!
telling me what she wants to recommend and about your.
And
prior-
why? Because of all these past crimes all the way back to when I was 17?
All
Get
right.
the fuck out of
Stop.
here.
And please with the language. Attorney Jaworski.
Judge, he has a robbery conviction in 97 out of Hillsborough South with a 12-month suspended sentence. That's the first half of his criminal record. He does have an additional 6 pages, but I won't go through every. I am asking for a little bit of an enhanced fine, although I am asking that half of it be suspended for 2 years good behavior. Also, part of that good behavior is that.
Not paying shit. Believe that.
You get,
Mr. Staples.
sure we have the address. They would not be allowed to respond to that same address with a disorderly conduct of the judge.
Okay, Mr. Staples, you've heard the recommendation of a $1,000 fine with 500 of it suspended. Do you wish to be heard on what you're asking the court to impose within the limits of the maximum amount?
Yeah.
$1,200 fine.
$0 because I didn't do anything to cause any sort of pecuniary loss or any damage or anything like that. And I also am asking you to reconsider your finding of guilty because I will be appealing this. I'll put you on notice. And I do want to know exactly what did I do to commit disorderly conduct because it was nothing even like what I've been here today in this courtroom. Okay? I didn't do anything that was disorderly. I asked why I was being threatened to be arrested. The man never asked me to leave the area. You've seen the video. He lied in his testimony. So I want to know why I was found guilty to begin with. What? You need to articulate yourself.
Frank attempts to challenge his guilty finding, claiming he did nothing wrong and promising to appeal. He argues about video evidence, alleged threats, and claims of dishonesty. But the court calmly explains that this is a sentencing hearing, not the trial. It's a textbook moment showing why self-representation can backfire. The court is firm. Your day in court has concluded, and now the consequences are being laid out. For viewers, this is fascinating. You can see the psychology of denial and how it interacts with legal procedure. Frank's arguments may be impassioned, but legally, they're mostly irrelevant at this stage.
Be heard on the sentence. We've had your opportunity.
$0! No penalty whatsoever!
Okay, thank you. And I've heard your testimony and listened for several hours at the trial, and I've issued that, and certainly you do have the right to appeal, and I will expect you to do that. So with that, I will adopt the state's recommendation. I will impose a fine of $1,000. $500 of that will be suspended for a period of 2 years for your good behavior.
Put me in jail now then, $50 a day. Let's go. $50 a day in jail because I ain't paying shit.
It's 150 now.
So
$150, whatever. We do $10 a day. Let's do it.
don't sell yourself short. Are you able to pay the $500 fine? I'm sorry, yeah, $500.
I ain't paying no $500 fine. You gotta be kidding me.
So you know there's an additional time payment fee of $25 that gets added?
Don't care. I ain't paying none of it.
Okay.
Ever.
So if I put you down, that it'll be paid in full within 30 days, in addition to...
Say whatever you want to say.
That's what I'll do.
Okay? Ain't gonna happen.
We'll be in recess. Thank you. Good
Yeah.
luck to you, Mr. Staples.
Thank you. Have a good day.
And here comes the explosive finale. The court imposes the fine, $1,000 with $500 suspended, but Frank refuses to pay, even suggesting he wants jail instead. This is peak courtroom drama. Defiance, theatrics, and a showdown between legal authority and personal ego. The audience sees the limits of self-representation, the consequences of repeated offenses, and how the law balances punishment and order. Note how Frank frames his refusal as a moral stance, but legally, it only complicates his situation. It's raw, unfiltered, and the type of chaos that keeps viewers glued to the screen.
Bunch of bullshit.
Probably have a bad day.
Huh?
Wish him a bad day.
You got it, yeah.
Amazing. You told her you weren't going to pay, and she's like, well, we'll put you on a time payment.
We'll put you on side. Put me in jail now!
They don't want to put you in jail.
Let's go.
Put me in jail now! 5 years of solitary confinement, you get fucking fined, $5 fucking fine. Get the fuck out of here.
I love how they brought in the
Unbelievable,
SWAT.
you bring up all that fucking record too. I changed my life. I have a fucking business where I help people reintegrate from prison and from rehab and from homelessness. When are my past crimes done with? When do I lay it down? Ever?
You already know the answer to that, Frank.
Never.
Never.
Right?
Let's go. Come on.
We feel it trying to run around. Bunch of bullshit. Hope you feel real good about yourself.
I don't think I've ever heard of anybody paying fines, any activists. It's funny, they think they get us and they don't.
Let's do it. I love this game. We could play this all goddamn day.
They just want to bring him back in for another hearing.
Yeah.
That's what they want.
Yeah.
Waste his time.
What a roller coaster. Frank Staples, a self-represented sovereign citizen, faced sentencing for disorderly conduct, with his criminal history showing a pattern of repeated offenses. The court exercised both patience and structure, balancing fines with suspended amounts for good behavior, while Frank's theatrics highlighted the challenges of courtroom self-representation. The key takeaway: legal systems are designed to handle defiance professionally, and ego-driven arguments rarely succeed in court. If you found this case as shocking as we did, hit that like button